Okay, so on to the very last track / performance in Anna's Harmony of Hearts package. It's been absolutely fantastic, man. I'm sure you guys will absolutely love it. You can go back and listen to System of a Down, Pearl Jam, and then we listened to a whole bunch of other beautiful, beautiful choir type music that was gorgeous. So you can go to the beginning of the day and start from there. This over here is now Creed, What's This Life For? I have reacted to 1 or 2 Creed songs. I haven't reacted to much by Creed, but I do know that they are very good. I think Sammy actually brought me 2 or 3 Creed songs, but I don't know much about the band. I still need to go down this rabbit hole. Never was my genre of music, as you know, or my day ones know that this has never been my genre of music, but I really am appreciating it, and the added benefit of this having not been my genre of music is that a lot of these tracks I don't actually know. A lot of these tracks I never ever heard outside of maybe the very popular ones that were on the radio, but even then I never really looked into it. If I know it, it's because of a chorus or it's because of the sound of it and things like that. These are not the kind of artists that were ever on my playlist. So yeah, it's great because I get to appreciate this genre so much more now. But let's go. Creed, What's This Life For? Let's go. I'll tell you if I've heard it or not.
Hooray for a child that makes it through, if there's any way, because the answer lies in you. They're laid to rest.
See,
before
we don't speak like this today. Like, we literally don't make music like this today. This depraved hedonistic garbage today. Like, when last did you hear? Well, you do hear a lot of the independent artists, but I'm talking about the mainstream commercial shit today, which is what this was at some point, right? Doesn't tell you that. It's like when times are tough, right, and you need to find a way, the answer lies in you. It's you that has to do it. You have the accountability. The moment you take responsibility and accountability for who you are, right, and everything is your fault, right? Even if it's not, but everything is your fault because it's the only way you can control your existence, where you make everything, you become accountable for everything in your own existence. You will find a way. You will find that answer. Do you know what I mean? But we're not telling that to children today. We're not telling that to the youth today. We're telling the youth that if you can't find a way, it's because it's somebody else's fault that you can't find a way. It's not because of you. It's not because you're not trying hard enough. It's not because you're being a victim all the time. No, it's somebody else's fault that you can't find a way. You know what I mean? Shame. You know what I mean?
Before they've known just what to do, their souls are lost because they could never find what's this life for? What's this life for?
Fire. I've never heard this song before. This is brand new to me. Like I told you, this is what's so great about it when I've not heard these kind of tracks, because I get to listen to them for the first time, which is absolutely awesome. But that's a very fucking important question. What's this life for? You need to answer that question. What's this life for? Right? Is this life for quitting? Is this life for blaming everybody else? Or is this life for actually going out and finding a fucking purpose? Finding a purpose in your existence that is not only going to be of service to you, but it's going to be of service to you because you are of utility and service to others. That's what that life is for. Come on, man. Let's rock and roll.
What's this life for? What's this life for? I see your soul, it's kind of gray. You see my heart, you look away. You see my wrist, I know your pain.
That's
fire. I know your purpose.
So that's literally talking about insecurities. I see your soul, I see you're brave. You see my eyes, you look away. Right? So insecurities. And the reason you look away is because you're not happy with yourself, not because of you're not happy with what you see. You're not happy to present yourself to somebody else. You know what I mean? And the windows to the soul are the eyes. you know, when you look directly into the eyes, you can see a man's soul, and you can see a woman's soul as well. Do you know what I mean? But a lot of the times, when you're ashamed of yourself and you're ashamed of who you are, it's very difficult to look into someone else's eyes, because it's kind of like that reflection just doesn't sit well. Come on, man.
I know your purpose on your plane. Don't say a last prayer, because you could never find what's this life for? What's this life for? What's this life for? What's this life for?
It's a beautiful song, this. I've never heard
Thing here anymore. Don't have to settle the score.
I like that. We don't have to settle the score, because that's all that we're doing today. Everybody needs to settle a score, right? We've got all these individual battles, societal battles, cultural battles, political battles. Everything is about point scoring. Nothing is about morality and just doing the right thing. Everything is about point scoring. Down to the point that even if you know that it's the right thing to do, you won't do it because it's not going to score enough points against your adversary. It's not going to score enough points against your opponent. It's just absolutely, completely vile and vacuous today. It's sad. It's sad because our whole society has become like that. It's degraded to that point, and everything's a point scoring thing. Just go online and just take a look how people talk to each other. Innocent comments that are made. You'll have replies to all of that, literally just to try and take a person down for an innocent comment. Everybody's trying to fucking point score. Everybody acts like their ideology and their perspective is so much greater than everybody else's, because we've literally been indoctrinated into believing that. It's just this divide and conquer bullshit that's happening in today's world, right? Point scoring, nothing but point scoring, no substance to nothing. As long as I can sort of edge you out, you know what I mean? I've scored a point there. You know what I mean? Somehow we go to bed feeling better about ourselves, having done that, right, to our neighbors for some odd reason. I'm all for you punching up. Punch up to the political elite. Punch up to the Hollywood elites, right? But don't punch sideways because those pricks told you to. Don't punch sideways. They're the most vile people on fucking earth, and they're telling you to hate your neighbor for some political leaning or some political moray. And you choose to do that because it literally garners you a little point. You think they give a fuck about you? Do you think any of these people care? Come on, bruh. Let's be real. If they saw you on the street, they wouldn't piss in your direction. Come on.
Cause we all live under the rain. I said you know I'm a one king, one king, one king. But they ain't here anymore.
Uh-oh.
Don't have to settle no damn score. Cause we all live under the rain. I said you know I'm a one king, one king, one king. But they ain't here anymore.
I like the idea of that rich kid that was sitting at the table with the abundance of eggs, which kind of just plays into excess consumption, right? And it's like, you think that is what life is for. You think that just excess consumption is all that we strive for. The man with the most toys wins at the end of the day. But does he, right? Does it not just make him a poor man with money? Do you know what I mean? And talking about literally the societal connection with other people that's outside of the superficial and the mundane is no longer there, right? A society that needs to come together in something greater, whether it be a spiritual sense, whether it be a shared value of something or shared moral of something. But we don't have any of that anymore. Everything's secular. Everything's just been completely reduced to inadequate virtues. And that's what they're literally saying about that, is that abundance is never going to repair the soul. A consumption of more than you need is never going to repair the soul. Greed is just not going to repair the soul. It's not going to happen. Do you know what I mean? There's always going to be something missing. And even though you have the world, you still have nothing. Because if you don't have that inner peace, who gives a fuck about the materialistic stuff? That ain't going to change anything. What did I do? I always turn the flipping volume down. The stupid knob on my keyboard gets sneaky sometimes. Let's go back. Sorry. Where's the... No, why keep going down to 0? Jeez, this keyboard's absolute... Look at that. I'm turning it up and it's just automatically turning it down. What's wrong with this stuff? It's like it doesn't want to listen to the song. Let's go. The idea of rain in terms of the way he used that as we all live under the rain, you know, as kind of like a metaphor, or not a metaphor, an analogy essentially, in terms of like that unifying factor, right? So it doesn't matter where you are, how far away you are from each other, if it rains in that region, you're connected by the very that very weather event. Everyone's getting wet at the same time, right? Which is a nice way to sort of talk about the system. Essentially, is like everyone's getting fucked equally, right? Do we really need to hate each other? Are we all in this boat together? Do we really need to hate the people that we're in this boat together? Everyone's just trying to live a peaceful, calm life and provide for their families. Do we need the hatred element? Can we not share commonality? Right? I like that. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think down below. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.